There we go, one. And you kind of can hear the motor spin up a little bit faster when it's done. Hey guys, TriggerMeister here, and I'm going to show you one of my projects that I did several years ago before I had any metalworking tools. So this is a project that I think anybody can do with a couple of basic tools such as a saw. And what it is my RCBS Trim Pro, and it started out with the hand crank type, and it was just way too tedious to run this thing, especially when you're trimming a lot of cases. And so what I did here is I took a Black & Decker drill that I found at a garage sale. I think it was maybe $15, and I chopped off the grip. I took the switch out on the trigger side, and I opened up this case, and I put a couple of screws through the inside of the case to the outside, and then I attached this piece of Delrin with a hole in it, and I did the same thing on the other side. So then I built this little box for it, and essentially these rails here are just a couple of pieces of aluminum round. I would probably guess about a 1/4 inch without measuring it. Another feature that I added was a switch over here. So this Delrin, actually, when it comes back, it actually pushes a switch that shuts the power off to the drill. So then I also added a spring down here, and the spring will pull the motor back, or the drill back. And in order to attach the drill to the Case Trim Pro, we use a spring, and I believe this spring is about a 1/2 inch inside diameter. And what I did to make sure it doesn't break loose, I actually put a spot weld on each side. I'm not the best welder, but you know, it was good enough for it to hold so it wouldn't pull out when it pulls back. So, oh, before I forget, the drill is actually speed adjustable, and I did that by taking the trigger or the switch from the grip of the drill, and I mounted it underneath here. Up here is a screw, and this screw, by twisting it inward, will actually increase the speed on the motor, or if you want to decrease it, you can just spin it back out. But I kind of found a perfect setting, I think, for the speed on it, and so I really haven't changed it since I built it. But in case you need to experiment, you can always do that. I think total work time took me maybe a couple hours or so to build it. It wasn't, I kind of had an idea on my head, and then it came together kind of quickly. So here, let's trim a couple of cases. Push down, enter it in. There we go, one. And you kind of can hear the motor spin up a little bit faster when it's done trimming, and this is usually when it has fully bottomed out against the case. One of the modifications that I'd like to make is to get the 3-way trimmer for this for the head, and what it'll do, it'll chamfer and deburr the case mouth, you know, in one single step. So for right now, I still have to utilize the RCBS chamfer and deburr tool here. So usually it's not too bad if you're just doing a couple of cases. You can do it by hand. I also have the Possum Hollow tool for this, where this clamps into, and then you can clamp it inside of either a drill press or a cordless drill. But long story short, you can do a couple of cases, or you can do a lot of cases relatively quickly with this setup. And I would say, material wise, I don't have more than probably about $30 into this. So just a couple ideas for the home hobbyist that wants to do some reloading. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and shoot straight.